Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games. Today I'm playing Monster Train. So, recently I have completed one of my major goals in Monster Train, which was to get a divine victory with every clan combination. That leads into what my next big long-term goal is going to be, other than going through all of the expert challenges. And my next big long-term goal is to get divine victories on Covenant rank 25 with all of the clans. So what I've did is I've taken this list, I've put it in order based on which ones have the lowest Covenant rank, and I'm not going to play them exactly in that order, especially since Awoken Stygian is at the top and we just played as that. But I am going to prefer to play with things that are closer to the top of the list than the bottom of the list. And we're going to try to get wins on Covenant rank 25 with all of the clan combinations, while also doing some expert challenges. I may go back to standard runs that are not expert challenges at some point, but I'm very interested to keep going down the expert challenges. So here we go. What's our next expert challenge? We did Dangerous Minds most recently. The next one is Extra Pain Train. Minor bosses have stealth. You start with deadweights, with more deadweights, I guess. And enemies have spikes. Yeah, there's nothing good about this one. Alright, that's terrifying. Ninja Training. Minor bosses enter with Stealth 5. Ooh, Stealth 5 is a lot of stealth, too. Enemy units enter with Spikes 1. Spikes 1 is not so bad. And 5 additional deadweights. Ooh, that's painful. Okay, so which clan combination are we going to take on this journey? I think I prefer doing something that can use spells because of the stealth and the spikes. So I'm going to go for something that is more spell-based. And looking at my lowest Covenant rank wins, I think I'm going to choose Stygian Wurmkin for this one. So we've only played with Stygian Wurmkin once, and we did primary when we did that. So I should consider doing the Exiled Champion of Stygian. Let's do that. And do I want Echo Break rather than Reap? Reap works pretty well on the fact that bosses are going to have stealth, so you can still give them damage over time. But you know, we're probably not going to keep the fractures. So let's do Echo Break. So we're doing Foregone Power and Echo Break with Stygian Wurmkin, and for some reason it went back to Dangerous Minds, so let's actually select Extra Pain Train. There we go. Alright, let's go. Last time we did this was at Covenant rank 4, so that was a very long time ago that we did Stygian Wurmkin. Let's try to win this time. We get Energy Siphon, Hosting Kin, and Unnamed Tome. So Hosting Kin I do like. Energy Siphon works well with the strategy that I kind of talked about having. Unnamed Tome silences enemy units. I've kind of liked the Unnamed Tome, like having one of them in the deck. It doesn't really do anything to Seraph the Temperate. This is not the Unnamed Tome that really helps with the Seraph that we're doing. That would be Seraph the Patient. Okay, well, still, a pretty good start for what I'm attempting to do, I think. We've got 2 artifacts at the beginning. Man, if we can get something that works with the fact that we have lots of deadweights in the deck, it would be nice. I know there are artifacts like that, but I think they mostly come from Concealed Caverns. Anyway, let's take our artifacts. So Cheater's Hand doesn't do much. Dun Echo with the Wurmkin at the very beginning. That's probably good. This is going to be the best that Dun Echo ever gets when you get it at the very beginning. So, yeah, let's take Dun Echo. And then, ooh, Sketches of Salvation. Also extremely good to get at the beginning. Interesting. I think we take that. So Sketches of Salvation. That means that we really want to get 4 units that we want to all be in the center. Interesting. Dire Channel or Cold Channel? The problem with both of these is that we don't have much health. 10 and 15 is just not much. Applying Frostbite... So the problem that I have with Cold Channel is that you want to apply Frostbite at the bottom, but 15 health does not allow you to put Soulguard the Martyr at the bottom, unless you can get Soulguard the Martyr back, which we don't get to do with our current clan combination. The problem with Dire Channel is that you only have 10 health, which is absolutely terrible. Do we still take the Dire Channel? I think our champion's going to be bad this run. The Dire Channel can only kill 1 unit. I don't know. Let's take the Dire Channel. I was thinking that revenge effects would be good with the spikes 1 on enemy units, but it's not very good when your unit doesn't have any attack. So I guess we're taking Dire Channel, but I think the champion's going to be bad. Let's go to the first one. All of our trained stewards to start in the center on the first one. Non-boss enemy units get extra attack. You know, we've got a lot of ways to kill units in our deck, so let's turn this on. I do hope we get a Foregone Power. We did. We got a Foregone Power that allows us to kill that front one. The fact... Ooh, I should have played Soulguard the Martyr first. Yeah. The fact that we're drawing so many Deadweights is going to be true the entire run, and it's not good for us. Alright, there's the Collector. We got 2 Hosting Kins. Unfortunately, these consume. I do like the Echo Break. And we're losing our trained stewards because they have so much health. We probably just want to use 2 Hosting Kins to kill things. That does remove our best spell for dealing damage to the boss, but I guess the Foregone Powers are good against the boss. Okay, you know, let's do a Hosting Kin, and an Echo Break. There we go. Trained stewards survive. They don't survive long because the next group are all up here. And we've got 2 Echo Breaks, which means we can kill 2 of them. And then we can use a Foregone Power, which really doesn't do anything, because the front one is going to die anyway. Okay, so we're losing a Trained Steward. Actually, if the Foregone Power doesn't do anything, we should give shards to Soulguard the Martyr. We only gave 1. Well, it is enough to kill that one. Although we would prefer Soulguard the Martyr to not get that damage. We have an Echo Break to kill this one. Well, you know, we're gonna do it. The boss has 160 health. I guess we Energy Siphon the boss twice, and then we Foregone Power to kill the front one of those. And then all of our Trained Stewards die. The Unnamed Tome applies Silence. That doesn't really do anything, does it? It doesn't, because none of them have the yellow stuff. Alright. We can play the Weight of Contrition, no problem there. We can play an Echo Break. And then unfortunately we have 2 Foregone Powers, which we can't hit the boss with. So we're gonna play one up here so we get some more shards. Oh man, we're gonna take a ton of damage from this boss. Okay, well, we can do a really big Echo Break. And an Echo Break for a total of 16 damage? Oh man, do we even survive this one? The Deadweights are so painful. We don't survive. We died immediately. Alright, We're going to just restart that one. Honestly, let's just restart that one because that was so bad. Let's just do a new run with the exact same selection. I don't remember a time where I died on the first one, but let's do it again. Mollusk Mage, Echo Transfer, and Crystalline Seeds. That's probably not good. Probably not good. I mean, Echo Transfer can be really nice, but I don't know if I like that beginning. Mind Horde? I think I like Mind Horde more than Rationing Scales. Yeah, I think I like Mind Horde more than Rationing Scales. So we've got Mind Horde, which means our extract cards could be good if we get lots of things that are infused. Echo Transfer is our extract card. Cold Channel and Dire Channel again. I think the right answer is Dire Channel, but maybe the right answer is Cold Channel just because it gets us more health. I'm gonna choose Cold Channel this time. Who knows? They both seem kind of bad. Enemy units enter with armor 10 with the spikes. I think we don't take this. I think we just click fight. Okay, Soulguard the Martyr is going to go at the top. I mean, we could put you at the bottom, you would just die so fast. I don't know, let's put her at the bottom. Soulguard the Martyr at the bottom this time. Foregone power means that you give Frostbite 2. If you just survive, it would be fine, but if you get a revenge effect. So we need you to have a lot of health so that you can survive and do the revenge effect. Awful. Okay. Echo Break here, because hitting you is important to me. And then Train Steward in the center? That at least makes it so that one dies by frostbite. Is the right answer to put Soulguard at the bottom with Cold Channel? Seems a little weird. I would love to play the Mollusk Mage somewhere. I guess that's going to be at the bottom. Although I'm not excited about putting it at the bottom with only 3 health. The Echo Transfer I really want to put on the Train Steward because it has more health than anything else. So I guess, I mean, we're going to play this Echo Break here anyway, so sure. You still are surviving though. At the current level, you are still making it to the top. Crystalline Seeds applies Frostbite to all the units. You are dealing 3 damage to my pyre. And there is nothing I can do about that except by using Crystalline Seeds and Train Steward at the top. Seems better to use the Crystalline Seeds down here. I noticed that you have Stealth 5, so the only damage you're taking is probably Frostbite damage. Okay, well, we can actually put a Train Steward. If we put the Train Steward, we'll use up more of your stealth. I think that's worthwhile. And I think we let you do 3 damage on the pyre, so that we can try to deal with the boss a little bit. The boss is getting 56 damage now. How is that happening? Alright, and on this floor, you no longer have stealth, so you are actually taking damage. I guess we play a Train Steward at the top. And... Alright. You know what? You die from Frostbite. Great. Win. Win barely. Barely win, and we did not take the trial. That's not a great look for the first battle. We could take another Mollusk Mage. This one could be infused. We could. We have 2 Mollusk Mages already. Well, I kind of think taking tons of Mollusk Mages is probably really bad. It's probably really bad. We could skip. We're not going to take that card, by the way. I'm not even going to show you what that card is. We're not going to take that one. We're going to skip. Shelter. We could take another Echo Transfer, but probably Shelter that is infused would be good. Applying Armor 2 to our units seems like it might actually be worthwhile. Now then. We probably want the Wurmkin unit banner because we haven't taken a unit yet. Let's see what we get. Let's actually look at Merchant of Steel first. Immortal Stone. That might change what we take, actually. Also, let's look in here. Value Stone, True Stone. Good. Alright. I like the Shard Soul Carver. I don't know if I want a Bog Chrysalis. Because I don't know that I want Bogfly units. Particularly. Let's take the Shard Soul Carver. I like this one at least. And then Immortal Stone is not really what we want on that. Do we want Immortal Stone on a Mollusk Mage? I mean, not really. Let's take a Rune Stone and put it on the Shard Soul Carver so it gets more armor. And do we want a Heartstone on it too? You know, sure. Heartstone on that one as well. So it's strong. It's by far our best unit. And let's remove a Train Steward. Sure. That's what we're going with today. At least we could add a True Stone to an Echo Break. It's definitely not my favorite, but I will do it. And Value Stone has really nothing. Okay. We could engage Pact right now. We could make a Super Mollusk Mage, or we could put the Mollusk Mage on the Shard Soul Carver. It's not exactly what I want on the Shard Soul Carver, though. We could put a Mollusk Mage on a Mollusk Mage. Or we could skip this altogether for right now. Let's skip it right now. Figure out what our deck is actually doing in the future. Non-boss enemy units get +4 attack. I do want the unit draft. It's just that +4 attack really wrecks most of my units. Let's turn it on. And let's hope that we can actually survive. Which is only hope. It's really only hope. If we put Solgard the Martyr at the bottom, Solgard the Martyr dies really fast, but it prevents a lot of Sinner's Burdens on the way. Right? So the Frostbite says at the end of turn, the Sinner's Burden says after combat. I don't know which one happens first. Let's put the Solgard the Martyr at the bottom, with the Shard Soul Carver behind it. And then Foregone Powers, you know? At least we didn't draw Deadweights. So which happens first? Oh yes, alright. The Frostbite damage happened first. we get an Echo Break, which I really appreciate, because I want to kill the Collector for the gold. Mollusk Mage could go nowhere. It could go at the top, it's just, if we put it at the top we get Ember Drain next turn. I don't know if I want the Ember Drain next turn. Actually, it doesn't look so bad. We don't really have expensive things. So, put it at the top. Get Ember Drain next turn, play the Crystalline Seeds for reasons. Not amazing reasons, just reasons. We could put another Mollusk Mage at the top. You know, it's good for them to be together. Let's put him at the top. More Ember Drain. And then Echo Transfer you, of course. And Echo Break on you. Okay. What do we have? We have an Echo Break that we could do up here to deal a whole bunch of damage to that unit. The problem is that the boss has Stealth 5. That's the main problem. I could add a Train Steward. So I could do a Train Steward. If I did a Train Steward, I could not do the Echo Breaks. This Echo Break has Piercing, too. So one of the things that we could do is do an Echo Break at the top, which kills this, do an Echo Break at the bottom, which kills one of these. I think you would still die before you get to attack the boss. If I play 2 Echo Breaks, the boss does 50 damage before you get to attack once. If I do a Train Steward and an Echo Break, then this guy dies from you. And I think you get to hit once. Man, that's not great. Not great, I say. I think I don't want this one to get to the top. And if I don't want that, let's actually kill it. Because now we've got the Mollusk Mages. And the Mollusk Mages might help, because, you know, maybe the Mollusk Mages are going to be the ones that deal the most damage. Let's kill one of these. Does killing one of these do anything? Because you die before you get to hit, unless we play the Train Steward. And then you might still die before you get to hit. What is playing an Echo Break do? Basically nothing. Alright, Train Steward and Foregone Power. Hey, we're doing 62 damage, how about that? Okay, now we need to figure out how to do another 158 damage, which is a problem. I call that a problem. Well, Echo Break is going to happen. We're going to play a Train Steward at the top. Don't see any reason not to. And then I guess the Train Steward goes behind. I guess it goes behind. And then we play the Shelter to apply 4 armor. Alright, let's see what we can do next turn. At least we got this Echo Break. We got another Train Steward that we can't play, so Echo Break here. And then Echo Transfer. And then Foregone Power, hopefully twice. Okay, well, you know, he is dealing damage to the Pyre, but he's only dealing damage to the Pyre once. Still seems kind of bad. Kind of bad. We're only on ring 2. We probably want Crypt Builder. On the other hand, Guardian Stone Guardian Stone along with the Shard Soul Carver. I kind of like that. Let's take the Guardian Stone. Huh. Unearthed remains. Interesting. Interesting. Do I want that? I kind of do. Let's take it. And there's another Shard Soul Carver who we could add to our other Shard Soul Carver, but it would add space. And I don't really like it adding space. On the other hand, I don't know if that we want First of Kin. I would like the Icy Sycophant because of the sweep. But the Icy Sycophant can't fit in the same place as the Shard Soul Carver and the Guardian Stone. The unit essences are not amazing. The Shard Soul Carver one is really good, but the extra space is painful. I think we take Icy Sycophant because of the sweep. And I think we put our Shard Soul Carver on a different floor, not the bottom floor. Okay, so 20 Pyre Health, Merchant of Magic. There's a duplication service. It's just, do we have anything we care to duplicate? We could have 2 Shard Soul Carvers, which are both pretty decent. I don't know that we care about duplicating that much, so I'm going to go to the right. Let's peek in here. A Keepstone is amazing if only we had something. If only we had something we wanted to keep. Which we kind of don't. We kind of don't. The Surge Stone is good on an Echo Break. Let's do the Concealed Caverns first. Concealed Caverns first. What do we get? We can give up stuff for an artifact. Let's offer wealth. Let's offer wealth again. Let's offer wealth again. Oh my gosh. Let's do it again. We got it. All right. It's fine. It was not worth what we just paid. Okay, that did not help me. Did not help me much. I did like the Lodestone Totem when we played with it. But do I really want a whole bunch of totems along with my Shard Soul Carver? Or would we rather have the Titan Sentry? I kind of like going with the Titan Sentry. And I like sacrificing the Titan Sentry. Okay, so what if we take the Titan Sentry, we plan to sacrifice it, but for right now it's another thing that adds Frostbite, which might be good. Enemy units enter with Rage 2. I think we want... I think we want to put things on the 2nd and 3rd floor, mostly. And let's do that. So Solgard the Martyr is going to go on the 2nd floor. We're going to put her along with, maybe, the Titan Sentry. The Shard Soul Carver, we want to put at the top. If we're going to put it at the top, let's put a Train Steward in front of it, so that the Train Steward dies with the Ember Drain. And then, I guess we play Echo Break to just kill one of those. So we could do the Titan Sentry and Icy Sycophant. I like that. Let's do that at the bottom. Titan Sentry, Icy Sychophant, and Echo Break, so that we save 9 damage on our Titan Sentry. Or we could play a Mollusk Mage and save 2 damage, or save 11 damage by having the Mollusk Mage die. Oh look, Soulguard the Martyr's dying already. And we haven't played any spells here, so we're not even adding Frostbite. That's sad. But I think we don't do anything with it. I think Soulguard the Martyr just dies. Let's do an Echo Break. Save 9 damage on our Titan Sentry. Goodbye, Soulguard the Martyr. You did exactly nothing. Two foregone powers is all we get, which means this clergyman is hitting the pyre. Ick. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Well, I think we might lose here again. So if we can prevent everything from dying at the bottom, it would be good. We don't get to do much at the top. So at the bottom we could do the Shelter and an Echo Break if we wanted to. That would save health. But the Shelter only gives 10 armor, which means the Icy Sychophant would survive, but not by a lot. Whereas we could kill one of these, almost. We could essentially kill this one if we play the Echo Break in the center. And we could Shelter up here to make this guy actually do something. I don't know. I don't think any of these options are really great. And these two are not going to do much, so maybe the fact that they just kill all of those is all that we need for right now. And we play what we have. This could almost kill you. Almost killing you doesn't really help anybody. You get 25 armor on Slay. So if we put a Train Steward in front, it's actually kind of bad unless we also play Shelter. We could do Train Steward, Echo Break, Shelter all at the top. And then do nothing with the center floor. And then if we draw a Guardian Stone, we'll be sad. I think we do things on the center floor. So Echo Break on the center floor essentially kills you. If we add a Train Steward, we save health on you, but the boss gets 25 armor. Doesn't seem great. We could just play the Shelter. We could do a Train Steward anywhere else, just to get rid of it out of the deck. And then do the Shelter here, because doing the Shelter here is still good. Okay, we've lost a lot of our own units, but at the same time we've done fine things otherwise. Doesn't make me feel great though. So I think we want to do Echo Break here, and then do the Echo Transfer. And then Foregone Power at the bottom. Hopefully twice, but you know, didn't happen. We still have to do a bunch of damage to the boss, and I don't know how we're going to do it. The Unearthed Remains. I like the Unearthed Remains. Let's play it. And then we can Echo Transfer again to make you stronger. So you're actually doing pretty well. This Echo Break does not a whole lot of damage. I think we do the Echo Break here, and then we foregone power here. Guardian Stone is here to do some things, I guess. So Guardian Stone goes behind. Now we add armor whenever we play spells. This Crystalline Seeds goes here. This Echo Break could just kill this one because it has piercing, and that might be good. But at the same time, if we power up our guys, it might also be good. Let's power up our guys. Alright. So, how much are we doing right now? 364. We can do a lot more than that. We can play Echo Break to do 4 damage, and then we can Echo Transfer. The real question is, where do we Echo Transfer? Do we do it on the front unit or the back unit? I kind of think we do it on the back unit, you know? Even though the back unit only gets to hit 4 times because of the spikes. I guess it's gonna be 6 times because of the armor that we're gonna add. Sure, back unit. And then foregone power. And then we do defeat the boss. You know, we're not doing great, but at least we've made it this far. I have to say, making it this far seems like a victory almost. Echoes of the Past. Oh man, Echoes of the Past is like a super Echo Transfer, because it extracts all of them. Do we even want that? Harness the Titan affects the Echo Breaks, and that's it. I think we want nothing. Again, which does not make me feel good. Maybe we should take Harness the Titan for the future, because we do have 2 Mollusk Mages in the deck. So theoretically, we're going to add a lot of things that do magic power effects. I think at this point we're grasping, but we might need to grasp. The Kinhost Carapace is fun. Other than being fun, does it do anything for me? It's okay. Keeper of Echoes and the Kinhost Vessel. I don't know, the Kinhost Carapace might be a good option. Oh man. Sure. Eventually we're going to find a deck that's doing something. Right now we don't have that. Purzel's Compound so we can get through the Deadweights. We can remove 2 cards, we can go to a Merchant of Steel. I think that's good. Let's go this way. Let's look in the Divine Temple first. Extreme Stone and Seek Stone. Seek Stone is good on Unearthed Remains if we have the Ember to play it, because we do want that to happen first. I don't know. I don't think we care about the Keep Stone that much. The Extreme Stone doesn't work on anything except Echo Breaks. Oh boy. Alright. Peek in here. We see a Large Stone, a Rune Stone, and a Heart Stone. A Large Stone goes really well on Icy Silliphite, except for the fact that it makes her large, as in more space taken up. But otherwise, that's really nice. I actually like a lot of these. Okay. I really like those options. We don't have a whole lot of money, because we spent it on this cleansing water. Alright. Let's upgrade our champion. So we could get the Titan channel, which gives the phased bit, but it does mean that we get to do the revenge effect a lot more once Solgard the Martyr wakes up. I think that's so much better than the Cold Channel 2. Well, the Cold Channel 2 does give a lot of health, actually. Maybe, yeah, okay, so Cold Channel 2 does give a lot of health. We're going down Cold Channel for whatever that's worth. I don't think we want these unless we're sacrificing them to something, and we kind of already have Mollusk Mages to sacrifice. As well as a Titan Sentry that we said that we would like to sacrifice. I don't think we can take more units, realistically. Okay, let's do the Engage Pact. We have so many units that it would be worth sacrificing to other units. The Guardian Stone is not bad to sacrifice, except that it's infused. The Mollusk Mage is perfectly fine to sacrifice. I like the Mollusk Mage sacrifice. The Titan Sentry sacrifice is fine too, but I think the Mollusk Mage sacrifice is the best. Next question. What do we put it on? Do we put it on the Shard Soul Carver? Because it has Inspire and Incant? Yeah, I think we do. So sacrifice the Mollusk Mage, put it on the Shard Soul Carver. Now we've got one decent unit. And a bunch of okay-ish units. Large Stone on Icy Siliphyte, that just seems like the best to me. Now we've got a couple of decent units. We can't even afford the Heartstone and the Runestone, as much as I would have liked to take them too. Alright, remove 2 Train Stewards. And then move on, because even though I see an Extreme Stone, we just don't have the spells? Sure. We can't really afford to put any trial on. Not really. Armor 15. I mean, if we put Icy Siliphyte at the bottom, that kind of takes out the armor, I guess, but I don't think we can do it. Keep the trial off. Solgard the Martyr. You know, you are the Martyr. Your intent here is to die. Echo Break is kind of perfect against this unit. And so now you're adding some shards. We're going to put the Titan Sentry somewhere. I'm trying to think of where our units go. The Icy Siliphyte should really go at the bottom. So where does the Titan Sentry go with relation to other units? Could go with the Shard Soul Carver at the top, but we kind of want our totem at the top, the Guardian Stone, with the Shard Soul Carver. We could put the Titan Sentry in the center, but then we kind of don't have a place to put all the rest of the units. Let's put it in the center. Okay, and then Foregone Power, Foregone Power. Perfect. Glad we got to play both of them. Mollusk Mage Shard Soul Carver should go at the top. Technically, we could put it at the bottom because it would make the Echo Break kill this one. And it would be at least good right now, if not great later. Huh. The fact that the Mollusk Mage is on it is the only reason I'm considering this. You know, we're gonna do it this time. That does kind of mess with my overall plan of where units go, but it really helps right now. And that might be good enough for me. Just really helping right now. We're going to do Crystalline Seeds here. Kill the Collector. And then Echo Transfer on you, and then a Foregone Power. So now at least we're adding a bunch of Frostbite to enemy units. So there's the Icy Sychophant, which we no longer have a great place to put. But I guess it could go at the top, because where else are we putting it now? I guess it goes at the top. So, not where you usually want your sweep units. We have difficulties this time. The Kinho's Carapace, I don't think we put anywhere right now. Don't mind putting it somewhere in the future, but not right now. So, what are we doing? Echo Break at the bottom seems good. Shelter at the bottom seems good. And then, the Foregone Power could go on you, so that you probably die. Let's do that. Because now you die from Frostbite after Cold Celia hits you. You are almost dying. And then down here... Where do we want this Mollusk Mage? Do we want the Mollusk Mage in the center? Because there's not much else we want to put in the center, so maybe a Mollusk Mage is what we want? Sure. You know what? Mollusk Mage in the center. We don't want a Train Steward in the center. And then we just continue playing spells down here. This one does 16. I probably want to hit the center one so that we take less damage this turn. How are you dying? When you lose health, how does this work? Apply Frostbite 1 per shard to all enemy units. So every time you get hit, you're adding 8 Frostbite. So that's how the Absolver's dying. But if we kill this Quill Marksman, and we Foregone Power, the back one will still die. Great. Okay, brief respite. Where are we putting our Guardian Stone? Does the Guardian Stone go in the center? To apply armor to those units? Or does it go at the top? I think it goes at the top. So Guardian Stone up here. We do play the Harness the Titan down here, because this is where our Incant is. We play the Echo Transfer down here. And we play the Echo Break here. Okay. Maybe we should play the Echo Break at the top. I don't know. The boss has Stealth 5. We have to remember that. The boss is dying. Alright, we'll play Unearthed Remains, just to play it. But we won on floor 1 with just a ridiculous amount of Frostbite. Is Cold Celia, or not Cold Celia, is Cold Channel on our champion actually good? Is this something I'm discovering? So, Ice Storm works really well with Harness the Titan if they happen to be in the same hand. If they happen to be in the same hand, those go really well together. Titan's Tooth is an offering card and applies more Frostbite and is infused. I feel like we can't pass up all of those things, even though Ice Storm seems good. Symphony of the Soul. Double buffs and armor on a unit. What buffs do we get? I'm trying to think what buffs we get. Because the increased health is not buffs. Are the shard buffs? I wonder if the shard is buffs. See, I want to take Symphony of the Soul because I want to figure out if it works the way that I want it to work. but I also want to take Perfect Insanity because it's often really good. I'm going to take Symphony of the Soul. We haven't played with this much. Let's see if it works with any Soul Guard. That's the question here. So on the right is a Merchant of Steel and a Concealed Caverns. We could use both of those. We could even use the Pyre Remains a little bit. The Merchant of Magic still does not affect much. It affects the Titan's Tooth for magic power things. Wouldn't mind making things cheaper with Emberstones. Remove 2 cards is always good. How badly do we need upgrades for our units? The Guardian Stone really does need upgrades. The Kinho's Carapace and Icy Silliphite kind of need upgrades. The Titan Sentry I think we still might sacrifice. Same with the Mollusk Mage, I think we might sacrifice it. So both options are pretty good. I think I'm going to go right. And we're going to go to the Concealed Caverns. After peeking here, we see another Immortal Stone. Interesting. We bought the Immortal Stone, we don't get to buy anything else. Divine Temple, I see a True Stone, which I really like. We're going to put True Stone on Titan's Tooth right now. I don't know about a Twin Stone, though. So, Concealed Caverns, what do you have for me? What do you have? Building a card. I like it. I like this option. Let's build a card. We actually are pretty happy with Frostbite, but we're also happy with Rage, especially because Rage is something that is a buff that we could double. The Sap effect is fine too. I think I'm going to choose the Flame, because it's something we could double. Ooh, okay. I like this one. We could descend units and put lots of units on the bottom floor. Or we could ascend and put them on the top floor. I think descend is what we want, actually. How about that? Let's descend some units. I like the top one. Always. I like that. Let's do that. So we're going to take the old magic, apply Rage 4, descend the unit, draw 1 next turn. I'll take it. And I kind of want to put the Twin Stone on that. Let's consider the Twin Stone on the card we just built. Let's consider it on all of the cards. Echo Breaks, Crystalline Seeds, Echo Transfer, Foregone Power. None of those. Could go on Shelter, could go on Old Magic. Don't really want it on Titan's Tooth because we couldn't pay for the second one. Put it on Old Magic. Yeah. Okay. We might want to engage Pact right now. We should consider that too. If we were to engage Pact, we could sacrifice any of these. The Guardian Stone is a perfectly fine sacrifice. The Titan Sentry is actually a fine sacrifice. The Mollusk Mage is always fine. The Kinho's Carapace is weird. It's currently just weird. I kind of want to sacrifice my Titan Sentry. But to who? Maybe we sacrifice the Mollusk Mage first, because that's an easier decision. We probably want it on Icy Silliphite. Yeah, let's do that, because it's an easier decision. Sacrifice the Mollusk Mage, put it on Icy Silliphite. Okay, great. Next, Merchant of Steel. We could do an Immortal Stone. Immortal Stone is kind of bad now that we know that we're descending units. Yeah. The Immortal Stone is much worse now that we know we're descending units. So how about a Strength Stone and an Echo Stone? What if we did a Strength Stone on the Kinho's Carapace and an Echo Stone on Icy Sycophant? Okay. We could also purge a card with our remaining money. I honestly like it, because getting rid of this last Train Steward would be good. We also skipped at least one of those, as well as I think one other one, so we're slow on removing cards. Non-boss enemy units get +6 attack. We cannot turn it on. I do like the multi-strike against my units that have revenge effects. At least we have that going for us. The Icy Sycophant at least kills everything at the bottom. That's nice, at least. So we play the Soulguard the Martyr. Soulguard the Martyr might die over the course of this battle. We play the Mollusk Mage, Icy Sycophant there. We play the Mollusk Mage Soul Carver here, because we want to push that one down later. And we play an Echo Break so that this deals less damage to our champion. Our champion's gonna die. We should acknowledge that our champion will probably die quickly. But while the champion is alive, we will be happy that we have it. There's so many things that I want to do with these units. So I'm thinking about the Kinho's Carapace. It would be a small Kinho's Carapace, but we could add it right now. I don't think we should. I think we do a Guardian Stone in the center. Guardian Stone in the center. We could play the Titan Sentry right now just to get it out. We would be Ember drained for next turn, which would be bad if we drew Titan's Tooth. Let's not play it. Let's wait on that. And then the next thing that we want to do is probably Echo Transfer Icy Sycophant. Okay. Not great. Not great, I say. We drew our units too fast. We needed the units to come in a little bit more slowly. Okay. Old magic is great. I like to see the old magic. The Unearthed remains... Man, I want so much Ember right now. We just don't have that much Ember that we can spend. This one I'm worried about because I don't think we're going to attack it anymore, so it might hit the pyre. Because we're going to descend our Shard Soul Carver, and maybe the Guardian Stone. Huh. I would love to use the Shelter this turn, too. There's too many things I want to do. Do we let the Guardian Stone die? Maybe we let the Guardian Stone die so that we can play Old Magic, Shelter, Foregone Power. We've got to use the Old Magic, though. No questions there. We've got to use that. So, you're going down. The next question is, do we save you, bring you down? This one becomes a problem. I mean, it already became a problem. We already did that part. Or do we Shelter? We actually... The Shelter doesn't do much. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to Old Magic you down. And we're going to play Foregone Powers. Only one, because it discarded the other one. Alright, that top unit is a problem. Every other unit is kind of getting crushed. But that top unit is still a problem. And we drew Echo Breaks that deal 1 damage. So that top unit is going to hit the pyre twice. And there's nothing we can do about that? If we play a foregone power, it does 6 more damage. We would have to do 20 damage, which means 12 more. So we could do that, and then we could do this for 4 damage. We'd have to do 2 echo breaks to make it so that this only hits the pyre once. By the way, why don't you have spikes? Did the cleansing water remove your spikes? It did. Oh, the cleansing water is removing the spikes. That's nice. Still, you do 8 damage. What do we do? I really don't know. We want to play things down here, especially because the echo breaks do so much damage a pop. And killing this one is helpful. Even though it adds 8 attack, it removes 4 attack. And it gives armor and stuff. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to try to have you only hit the pyre once. Discarded an echo break. That means we can't use an echo break at the bottom if we want to prevent him from hitting the pyre. Because we need to do another 6 damage, which this only does 4 without another charged echo, which we'll get if we play an echo break. And then we don't get to play the echo transfer at the bottom. Kind of not acceptable, so I wish we didn't do that, because it turned out to discard an echo break, which was a pretty high likelihood. We could still just kill it, though. I don't know. I think we should do this. And then we do an echo transfer on... on the back one, I guess? And then an echo break to deal damage to you. Okay, well, I think things are going still somewhat poorly. We're getting some pain in this one. Oh, the frostbite killed him. Oh, okay. That was actually kind of nice. You are going to deal 1 to the pyre, unless we play Titan's Tooth on you right now. And a foregone power. Or crystalline seeds. On the other hand, we could prepare for the boss more. And take the 8 damage. Kind of think we take the 8 damage. But yeah, I think we take the 8 damage, because the boss is going to have stealth 5. So, Symphony of the Soul is really good. Let's play everything at the bottom? Everything at the bottom. Because you'll deal 8 damage to the pyre and then die. So, everything at the bottom. Crystalline Seeds. The Echo Break we actually don't do down here. So, we do it here. Great. And then Symphony of the Soul we're going to do on... Oh, Extract 5? Extract 5 is a lot. Okay, never mind. We do Foregone Powers, which got rid of a Foregone Power. Well, how about that? We did not do well there. Extract 5. Extract 5 is painful. We're only dealing 67 damage. Oh, but you didn't get the stealth because of Cleansing Water. Okay, Cleansing Water is a lot better than I gave it credit for earlier. Still, there's a problem. But we can't do much about that problem. So... play spells? Okay, now we're doing 173 to the boss, which is not even close to enough. Why aren't you dying from frostbite? Shouldn't you be doing a bunch of frostbite damage? Oh no, we gave you magic power, not frostbite. Okay, never mind. I considered giving you frostbite, which is why I thought that it might do that. Okay, I think we die. I think we die very quickly. We do have a couple of units that we could play. One that gives frostbite. Interesting. So we are going to play it. And we probably need the Kinho's Carapace to be bigger, so I think we should play Foregone Power and hope it does not discard Kinho's Carapace. And then we do that again? Ooh, discarded one that we wanted it to discard. And then the Kinho's Carapace goes in the back. 143 damage. You know, we still die. We still die very easily. Yeah. We can do this after doing Echo Breaks, I guess. And then we very easily die. Okay. Well, Extra Pain Train has been very painful, and I'm not surprised. It looked like one of the expert challenges that's probably going to be the hardest to deal with. And we'll try to get another time, but not next time. Next time we're going to do the next challenge on the list, and see if we can do better there. On my collection screen, the major change is at the top, where I'm now tracking my newest long-term goal, getting a max Covenant win with every clan combination. I've got 6 so far and 24 to go. On the right, I'm featuring the 2 bosses that killed me this run. Regretfully, one of those is Chains the Sighted, but I guess there had to be a first time. According to my notes, this is the 2nd time that the self-made Harpy has killed me. I'll have to seek vengeance against both of these sometime. On the left, Shard Soul Carver was my main minion this run, but never got to the heights I've had with this minion in the past. It was good, but it could have been better. Symphony of the Soul I've played with for the first time this run, although played with is questionable, since I had it in one battle and never played the card. For artifacts, Cleansing Water deserves an apology, as it sometimes nullified 2 of the 3 mutators involved in this challenge. It was much better than usual. Mind Horde reaches my 10 battle threshold, and I cannot tell if I really made use of it. I added a lot of echoes, but I also extracted a lot of echoes, so it may have been a do-nothing artifact for me. Check out my tracking sheet for more information. New episodes every Saturday, and thanks for watching.